Welcome back to Chaotic Reunion. I'm Avier once again, and I welcome you back to The Witcher Enhanced Edition. In the last episode, we started off our adventure with a bit of a bang, considering the fact that most of Kaer Morhen is under siege by bandits, one of which we know as the Professor. But now it seems we need to head into the keep and see what in the world they want. Let's go ahead and pop inside.
Geralt, wait!
What?
Bandits inside. Drink the Thunderbolt potion Vesemir gave you.
Oh. Can you tell? It is not the same recording session I did last time. So we're going to go ahead and teach you how the inventory system works now. Hooray for inventory! This is an RPG and you're going to be managing a lot of different things as you go along. So it's only natural that this is going to happen. So what you can see over here, over all of Geralt with all these boxes, are the different things. An armor slot, his silver sword slot, which we'll get into later, ring and sigils. You can use heavy weapons, short weapons, and potion and bomb quick slot. Most of these slots are actually not that useful. We'll get into that a bit later, though. For now, you'll just note that we have a rusty sword, it's just a steel sword, which is useful against humans as well as non-magical beasts. And we have the different potions here. We're going to be drinking Thunderbolt
Geralt,
now.
wait. Lead the way.
Well, yeah, you just told me to drink the potion, you bitch. Alright, now we're going to head inside.
I've heard all of Dandelion's ballads about you. Lambert tells me I'll never be as fast as a real Witcher. But I managed to hit him during training today.
You beat Lambert?
Yeah, we were fencing on the floor pegs when that strange storm came. Lambert looked away, I did a pirouette, hit him right in the gut. He didn't fall, and then he beat me.
You'll make a good swordsman yet.
I know. Every time Lambert beats me, he says I have potential.
Huh, cute. Alright, so in case you're wondering what Thunderbolt does, Thunderbolt essentially allows us to be quick and fast with all of our blows, but at the same time we are unable to defend as well, so we will be taking more hits as a result. Not necessarily the best thing, but when we're fighting a ton of enemies, we need to be quick rather than defensive. And with that being said, you need to stop that. What? Did I just flip over his body? Huh, I didn't know you could do that. I guess bodies still count as people. Strange. Alright, well, let's go ahead and keep slicing down these guys. Oh, look at him. He's dancing around. He's actually using a style we can't use just yet, which we will actually probably learn as we run up here. Alright, so one thing I'm going to have to teach you now is oh, there it is, group style. One thing I'm going to show you is if you press Alt, you'll be able to see everything around you, labeled, blue being items you can pick up, red being enemies, and green and blue NPCs being NPCs. That's pretty much the gist of that. Anyway, group style, it probably makes a lot of sense just from reading the name, but it allows us to attack enemies all around us. Great for taking on hordes of enemies, but you gotta also keep in mind that some enemies will be resistant to the style and you don't do nearly as much damage as you would if you were focusing single style combat. So just something to keep in mind. Great for fighting hordes of weaker enemies, but not much else. He's still struggling over there. Okay, well, I'll take out the bandit. Leo wants to try, but he's still learning. Alright. You gonna die? Come on. Oh, I keep pressing just too early. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to check... There we go. I wanted to check this barrel, because there's all kinds of loot in this game. Not all of it useful, but it's still there. Here we have Vesemian Champion. A vile beer brewed in the capital of Temeria. Beer is actually going to be incredible. Alcohol in general is actually going to be incredibly useful as we go along, and we'll get more into the uses of it later. Essentially, now if we drink too much of it now, our toxicity will go up and we'll start stumbling around. Speaking of toxicity, if we take this currency, which is orens, you'll notice up at the top left while I'm looting all these guys, you'll see 3 meters, one yellow, one red, and one green. Red is our health. If it goes down, you die. Simple enough. yellow we will talk about in a little bit, but essentially that is your energy for performing certain attacks, and green is toxicity. If that goes too high, you will be incredibly ineffective, and you'll be toxic, which can lead to various negative effects, but sometimes positive effects. We'll keep that in mind as we go forward and level Geralt up. I know it's a lot of concepts I'm going into now without necessarily giving you any real details, but it's something that is, time will tell.
These stairs lead to the lab.
Follow me.
The energy you annexed from the Circle of Elements is enough to stop the Witchers?
You tremble, yet you complain Savola would have them all, leaving none for you. Did the sight of a single Witcher, White Wolf himself, instill fear?
The aforementioned, considered dead I might add, is a known killer. I'll gladly challenge him.
Leo, stand back. Come on, Professor.
Time is essential. I wield the power of the Circle of Elements. They are no threat. Back to work. I want the mutagens ready for teleportation in 15 minutes. Our witches shan't trouble us.
We're cut off. The stairs are blocked.
The magic barrier looks solid. We need Triss.
They're robbing us. Geralt, clear the passage upstairs. Use a sign.
A sign?
The Ard. I can't do it since I broke my fingers training along the gauntlet. Cast the Ard at the debris.
I don't remember the signs.
Let's go to the Circle of Elements, a source of the power. You need to try and learn the Ard.
All right.
There you go. What we're essentially going to be learning here is the Ard, which is essentially a spell, but not as powerful as spells mages and such would use. Instead, we're going to be learning something that all Witchers know, which is the Ard sign, which will take our yellow bar. It's essential and needed for a lot of things. It can be used in combat and all sorts of things. Let's go ahead and learn it.
Success?
We'll see in a minute.
I knew it would work.
Let's get back before Lambert kills the Frightener himself.
Alright, so we've learned the Ard sign. The Ard sign can be used by pressing the right mouse button, and it's essential for combat and clearing obstacles on the way. We're going to use it to clear the stairs. As you can see, our bar went from yellow to gray when I used it. When it's gray, you can't use the current equipped sign, and it will slowly regenerate over time. Certain things will increase that, but, you know, there's something to keep in mind. Alright, let's head upstairs. Or outside, actually, exterior. I can read.
What did you learn?
The bandits are in the lab, searching for something. The mage used the Circle of Elements to create a magic barrier.
The plague. You're all children. Why didn't you mention the circle?
Triss, child, it didn't seem important.
If the mage aligned with the circle, he can create a stable portal through which he'll travel to anywhere on the continent, taking your equipment with him.
All right, we made a mistake, but you said the mage was harmless.
I said I didn't know him. I think we should protect the lab above all.
Don't panic, Marigold. We know you'd like to see our witch's secrets.
Vesemir, if that idiot doesn't shut it, I'll...
Enough! Lambert, stop baiting Triss. Show her some respect. Triss, if we go to the lab, they'll have us surrounded. We know tactics.
Maybe we should split up.
Geralt's right. We need to protect the lab and kill the Frightener. Who goes where?
Only I can break the barrier. I'm going inside.
Vesemir?
I'll stay and handle the Frightener and Savola. What about you, Geralt? We may both need your help.
Okay, this is the one thing that everyone's going to get to know as we continue our progress through The Witcher. Choices, choices, choices. And as you can see, when I say choices, I don't mean good or bad, light or dark. These choices are going to not only influence the gameplay, but also the story as we go forward, and in general, have consequences that we cannot always see. In this instance, various things will happen depending on who we go with, and the other side being left to fend for themselves, as well as a reward we'll get at the end. I strongly urge anyone playing through this game, if you do not want to be spoiled from this point forward, just play the game yourself, go through it and come back to this project, it's essential that you get these experiences without too much spoiler if you can play the games yourself. If you can't, then keep on watching, of course. Alright, so I'm going to go into the lab.
The lab is important. I'm going with Triss.
Me too.
It's decided then. Eskel and Lambert will stay with me.
Savola just cast a spell. Something's happening.
The ground is shaking. Feel it?
They're breaking through.
Watch out!
Quickly, defend the laboratory. This could be a hard fight, Geralt. Take this potion. Witchers call it the Tawny Owl. It restores endurance. Very useful when fighting mages.
Thanks. Let's go.
Now, why would she give us something that helps when fighting mages? Well, maybe it's because the guy downstairs is a sorcerer. Anyway, I'm going to drink this now as we run forward. There are no more bandits in here. Or, actually, no, there are. Huh. Oh, no, my bad. This is why I said there's no bandits.
You'll go no further, White One. I'll summon a powerful demon that will tear you apart.
A bluff. He's exhausted from teleportation. Magic light is about all he can muster.
Go. We'll deal with him and join you at the barrier.
Underestimating an opponent. Now the energy of my people will make me stronger.
Well, he's certainly willing to slaughter his people. Well, we need to kill them as quickly as possible as we start the first boss fight of The Witcher. This fight is actually relatively simple, as it serves more of a tutorial fight than anything else, but he definitely gave us the hint as to defeating him, so, I mean, we'll take that as we can. So essentially, this fight will have us going around, keeping away from his attacks, and, you know, taking the dodging as we can. It's a good idea here at this point to use Swallow to make sure you can keep yourself healed, which I'm going to do right now.
Defend yourself,
and
bitch.
Did he call me a bitch? Hang on a minute. You're gonna get an Ard for that. Yes, we get it. My endurance is low. Oh no. Okay. So this fight, I recommend quick style for doing quick damage. He's going to dodge your heavy strikes pretty easily. So you're going to want to keep quick up going. Using Ard immediately when he comes off of his teleportation will give you the ability to keep hitting him. When you see Geralt's sword start bouncing off, he's going to teleport. You can't hit him at this point. Just pay attention to where he ends up and use Ard. Rinse and repeat. Not a hard fight, but it can lead to your downfall if you're not careful and looking for the wandering looking for the signs that'll prevent you from doing any damage. As for his attacks, he's going to be using that lightning attack every time we hit him. That does minor damage, not anything to worry about. When he sets you on fire, that's going to do periodic damage over time, dealing about a quarter of your health. You're going to want to make sure he doesn't cast that. The best way to make sure of that is to keep wailing on him, and at the same time, using Ard whenever it's available. Usually when he pops out should be enough to get you to get him, well, enough to attack him before he reaches his next teleport. Leo is cheering me on. I have a cheerleading Witcher. Oh. Come on. You need to die now. I'm already out of commentary because you're supposedly a very simple fight. It just takes time. Really, this fight doesn't even get that difficult on the harder difficulties. He just does more damage. On hard, he'll do about half of your damage if he sets you on fire. So that's something you'll have to keep in mind. But it's not a terrible fight. If you're looking for also intense commentary on the bosses and such, and knowing exactly what I'm doing all the time, that's not going to happen. Because I may have beaten this game multiple times, but my notes are mostly focused on lore rather than the gameplay. As the gameplay I'd rather experience along with you again, just because I'm allowed to make mistakes. Alright, come on. This should be the last round. The last round. Fight me, bitch. You're the bitch. You call Geralt a bitch. You're the bitch. You's the bitch. Oh no, and fire again. Ow. Ow. Quarter health. Oh, he's teleporting. Come on. Where are you going? Where's he going? And or.
You can do it. He's not that fast.
Oh, come on, just die. Actually, hang on a minute. So, the person playing this game is not the brightest right now. I'm sitting here telling him he wanted to die. Pay attention to the circles underneath all your enemies, as that essentially is their health bar. Wait, what? I can't do anything. Okay then, that was weird. But yes, you can see underneath his health, underneath his body, there's a circle, and it's only a small bit of it that's red. That's actually his health bar. That'll appear for all enemies, including allies that can die, so keep that in mind. There you go, I had another bit of useful commentary to add to this. Yay! He's dead.
You can do it. He's not that fast. Are you hurt? Did he get you?
Nah. But if those were magic lights, I'd hate to face a truly powerful sorcerer.
I wanted to help, but I couldn't break through that strange circle.
Savola's eating dirt. That's what matters.
We need to help Triss.
Let's go.
Alright, you heard the man. Let's grab the stuff on him. Goose fat, sapphire, various things. You'll see this is a grease used for crafting. Flint is an all-important resource that we'll get into. And it's a sapphires are valuable we can be able to sell whenever we have access to shops and such. Alright. Yeah, I want to head this way. I want to head around. Good. Good, I'm remembering. That's the kitchen. There's chicken in there. Can I open this? Oh, it's locked. But I want the chicken. Chicken is important. Chicken. Oh my god, Triss.
They're ransacking the laboratory. The other mage is... I underestimated him. Hurry.
Well, that's not good. Let's make our way down there.
I found it. We have what we came for. Professor, deal with those witches.
I hear witches can parry bolts in flight. Let's see.
Leo, stop!
Ah! Another fairy tale.
What happened?
Smashed ribs, punctured lung. He's dying.
He needs White Rafford's decoction. Hang on, Leo. It was here. I can't find it.
Vesemir. Leo is dead.
How did this happen?
He attacked the professor. I was late.
It's not your fault, Geralt. We're all to blame. Triss barely made it fighting for us. These are bad times for witchers, and something tells me they'll only get worse.
Is it safe up top?
Relatively. Some stragglers up there, but we'll deal with them later. You look tired. I'd like you to rest. I'll keep watch and tend to Leo's body.
Right. Well, in the middle of all of this, it's a good idea to always rest. There are key characters that'll give you this option. It's a great way. This is the only way to level up your character, as well as wait for different times of the day to go by. So let's go ahead and go to our hero tab, which is going to be our character development. This is where we're going to be able to put our skills into talents that'll get us further along the tree. We're probably, this is essential to your playstyle. I would recommend following based on what you yourself enjoy. I'm going to focus on dexterity here, which will get us attack +5, dodge +5, resistance to bleeding. This is going to be, again, largely determined based on your playstyle more than anything else. We're going to get dexterity up to level 2, and then I believe I want to get intelligence mostly because I want... there we go. I want intelligence next to be... This is the stat you want to get to quickly, and it's just... It's incredibly important. This is what I'm going to focus on next since I have dexterity up a little further. I like to have some damage, but this skill is going to be crucial to you playing the game. I know we haven't discussed what it's for just yet, but herbalism is important, important, important. Do not skip out on that talent. It's important. Important. All right. That being said, let's meditate. Alright, well, we're back from resting. It seems that Vesemir moved Leo's body. It's nice of him. Let's go ahead and see what he wants to say.
Eskel came by while you were resting. Triss is still unconscious, but stable.
That's a relief.
I've made a decision, Wolf. We abandon Kaer Morhen. There's nothing holding us here.
I see.
We need to bid Leo farewell and wait for Triss to recover.
And the bandits?
Yes, we need to finish things. But first we must make a healing potion for Triss. We'll need to search for ingredients. Nothing useful left here.
I can do that. How do I make the potion?
Lambert will give you the formula. Look for him by the fireplace. He's with our brave sorceress.
Lambert? He doesn't hate Triss?
Feels guilty, I think. The first thing Triss will hear when she wakes is, "Finally awake, Marigold." That's Lambert. Let's get to work. Later I'll teach you how to extract ingredients from monsters. I'll be in the main hall.
Fine.
Alright then. Looks like we have our first instance of a quest that's going to be sending us in different places. A new quest, a potion for Triss. Alright. This is going to be essentially what we'll be doing a good chunk of in The Witcher.
We'll have a mage who'd know how to use this.
Thank you, Geralt. Essentially, a lot of our areas we're going to have not necessarily open world, but small areas where you'll be able to explore, and they'll be very populated with people and such, and you'll be able to do side quests and quests in general that'll have you exploring the area that they've built for you. It's a very nice system, not overwhelming like a lot of open world games tend to be, but it's, still... It's still a tad bit open world. This is probably a year after Oblivion came out, so I'm sure that was fresh in people's minds when they first got into this. Let's go ahead and go talk to Lambert. Oh, okay. Well, we're walking.
Geralt, is something wrong?
No time to talk. I need to make a potion for Triss.
You should find a vial of white gull in the armory on the upper floor. Grab some calcium equum from the evening hall. Look for white stones in one of the chests. If you find any stragglers, finish them. We don't need prisoners. The stairs are through that door. I'd go, but Marigold lies unconscious by the fire.
Where's the calcium equum again?
In the evening hall, inside a chest.
Lambert, I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Leo. The bandits killed him.
He wasn't ready. What a loss. We'll hunt them down, Wolf. We'll avenge Leo.
I'll find you later.
Oh, god damn it. We didn't need Leo dying. That's a shame. So, one thing I want to address real quick is you're noticing how dry the commentary is. Between Witchers in general, they tend to have a very dry tone of speaking as they have a lot of stuff they have to deal with. And in general, we're more seasoned. You could hear the the emotion in Leo's voice, while everyone else is more gruff and experienced, it's mostly the lifestyle of the Witchers that kind of lead them this way. Also, the voice acting itself is maybe subpar at best. Good cast, but in general, they're just a bit dry in their delivery, which can be good for points, but sometimes it's not. Anyway, that guy attacked us, but we're not ready to go up there just yet. In the next episode of The Witcher Enhanced Edition, we're going to go make that potion for Triss, have her make a full recovery, and abandon Kaer Morhen to its fate, because there's nothing left for us here. I've been Javier of Chaotic Reunion, and I'll see you all in the next one. Along with me and the other Witchers, Triss fought in defense of Kaer Morhen. The sorceress stood against the mysterious mage, one of the leaders of the assault. She was injured and lost consciousness. Ironically, Triss is allergic to magic, and she can only be administered natural healing potions.